2nd and 11. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a 49er first down.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Headed left, buying time. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Shelby Harris gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Kittle is the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards.
Still 3rd down.
The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That one complete to Brian Robinson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not sure there was a more heralded player at the quarterback position, Mike, regardless of where they were drafted, than Shedeur Sanders coming out of Colorado. I mean, he was the story of the year, him in prime. Now the question is, can he bring that efficiency and explosiveness that we saw on Saturdays? Can he find that groove and rhythm in the NFL? And I think all the talent is there. How does he adapt to the NFL game? How does he adapt to being the face of an NFL franchise? I think if he can manage all of those things, I think on the field, he has all the talent you need to be successful at quarterback in the NFL.
Play action, it's Sanders. It's complete, it's Cedric Tillman. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Start of the second, Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Shador. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action, Shador. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on first, the tackle for loss on second, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long. From the gun, it's Sanders. Forced out left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll wind up getting around 6, but he is stopped well short of the first down marker. It is 4th down.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack, pick up some positive yards.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Browns will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er first down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
3-3, our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. Purdy now on second down. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Back to throw. Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Purdy gonna put it up again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he'll throw this one away. Incomplete. Receivers blanking it everywhere he looked. Gonna bring up a 4th down.
Down this close, 3rd and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on 4th down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points, The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no return here. This is a touchback. The Browns offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side.
Sanders pass complete to number 3, Jerry Judy. It's a
And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Sanders to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense is going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Side, he's got the Joku. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
On the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that connection. It's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. sack worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the sack.
Now it's Sanders. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Sanders. To the sideline. Nice job. They pulled that one in, but that is still well short of a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He got his man complete. That's Judy. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down.
10 at the 24-yard line.
A run straight ahead. That's 4. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. They go with the rookie out of Ohio State, Quinshawn Judkins. And the Browns are going to have what looks to be first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A run left side with 4. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now, Shador. Back to the undrafted rookie, Isaiah Bob. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Now, Sanders. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Cedric Tillman. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kicking team off for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns open the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
49ers 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Niners offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. On to the 4th quarter we go, and it begins with a McCaffrey run. It'll be a pickup of 10. 1st down, 49ers. 10
yards. That's another 49ers 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, 49ers.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Out of a guff, it's Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Purdy. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan. And the Browns will take over at their own 15.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Open this drive on the ground with 4. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. Sanders will throw it. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. That'll be taken in by 4. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Whoa! And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. 49ers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
3rd and short. Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
There's that man again. Another pass. The Niners will use their third and final timeout. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Purdy now on second down. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Back to the air is Purdy. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in covering, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's...
And this is going to be a touchdown! What a finish! They win it on the final play!
What a throw right there. You find yourself down here, Mike, you're in position where you definitely can get the ball in the end zone. That's critical. Anytime the last play of the game, just give yourself a chance. And somehow, with all those bodies, he finds the open man, and that's a game winner.
So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.